Hey! Welcome to Brainworms. Why waste any time? Let's see what the team has put together for us today.
No. There are no vehicles on this trail. Do you see me? You can hit me. There are kids here. What the f are you doing?
I'm the only person on this road.
Yeah, no, you could, but there's no bikes on this fucking thing. What are you doing?
No. I mean, if you see a dude casually biking across a one-lane bridge and your immediate instinct is to lower your center of gravity and take the impact for the sake of some unwritten trail rule, you might just be a sociopath.
Right here every day. It's an e-bike.
No,
it's fine.
I can't even.
Are you gonna let me pass?
You're gonna hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
This is too big for both of us.
I was going less than 10 miles an hour.
No, it doesn't matter. They're not supposed to be.
Ma'am, I ride this trail every day.
Hey.
There's no kids out here. Everything's fine.
I will fucking call the cops right now.
Call the cops.
Yeah.
Call the police.
Bet you will.
All right.
No.
Am I free to leave?
No.
Am I free to leave?
No. Stay right there.
Am I free to leave, lady? No, sir. You are being held under citizen's arrest as I take very seriously my duty to protect this neighborhood from negligent electric bike operators jeopardizing the safety of our children and the integrity of our laws. Also, I love that did he just snatch her CVS bag on the way out? Yeah, he did. The satisfaction of stealing her shit with no witnesses around is amazing. Lick of the century. Just snags her CVS bag of shit and peels out. What a poetic ending to, honestly, a very pensive interaction. I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but it did kind of feel good to see him do that at the end. You can't deny that. If he was smart, the power move would have been to just throw it over his shoulder afterwards to say, yeah, I got your shit and I own you now, but I'm too smart to catch a charge for stealing your lorazepam prescription from Walgreens or whatever. I'm not sure what the exact rules are on that bridge. I don't think it matters because that woman, even though she might have had a shred of truth to what she was saying, just insane behavior. Surprise, surprise. When you're showing an apartment and this happens.
Oh. Yeah, that would help me actually.
Very nice island. In the kitchen, beautiful granite countertops. Clearly freshly renovated. Dark, nice little eating, living space here.
Is that closet?
That's washer dryer hookups.
Yeah, washer dryer hookups.
Oh, sorry, I kicked you.
Nice little spare room, or maybe this is the master. Let's see what we got for closet space.
You there's a person in there. There's a person in here?
Yep. Hello? This broad just beeline for the door. Bye-bye. I'm so sorry about that. Oh, nice. This is the washer dryer hookup. This room looks really nice. The double doors on the closet. And there's a person in there. Oh yeah, honey, that's just Miguel. He has the spare room closet Mondays and Thursdays from 3 to 11 p.m. and Sunday mornings before church. He's generally harmless. Has a minuscule criminal record, honestly, compared to most local vagrants, so you probably won't even notice him. He keeps the plants watered, and for a small upcharge, he'll even refill your cat's dry food if you're ever away for extended periods. He did occasionally try to peer through the glass master bathroom shower door with the previous tenants, so I would keep that locked as a general rule of thumb. But he does have a guilty conscience, so you can usually get him to fold some laundry or clean a bathroom or two if you ever catch him doing it. So should we check out the living room? Let's go check out the living room. Parked on the sidewalk. Don't park on the sidewalk. Oh, just hopping right up on the car.
Hey.
And jumping.
No. What the fuck are you doing? Get off the fucking car. Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
You're on the sidewalk, blocking the sidewalk.
Why would you do that? Yeah, obviously. So I'm gonna take your picture.
Ah, yes, the classic native pedestrian versus entitled, illegally parked affluent white couple just trying to move a few items into their new apartment in a city where it's virtually impossible to double park anywhere for more than 45 seconds. Now, definitely a dick move by the guy with the camera, but the comments are mostly on his side. If you pay attention to the internet at all, you can imagine that the majority of folks are just applauding this pedestrian's actions because this idea that any sort of entitlement to the sidewalk with your car is just absurd and you should be punished for your actions. Now, in this lovely couple's defense, you know what, I I don't really have it. If you straight up park on the sidewalk in the city, you pretty much have to expect at some point a dude with a blossoming social media account is going to roll up and go do the gritty on the hood of your shit. And if you're moving to the city, you either pay after getting towed for double parking in the street, or you pay for a new hood after Dexter tap dances your shit for a cool TikTok video. Either way, you gotta pay. Watched this 6 times and enjoyed it greatly. Correct response. Lots of lettuce owned. Nice. Truly everyone was rooting for the dude filming. Really quite informative if you're paying attention to our social landscape at all. Oh boy. Oh jeez Louise.
What the fuck? Ow, ow, ow. Go that way, go that way, go that way, go that way, go that way.
Pretty reasonable reaction. CarMax and Englewood. Whoa. That's really crazy because Englewood's always been pretty well known to be very high income, affluent, not crime ridden part of town. It's really weird. This incident was reported at around 2:10 p.m. at the CarMax dealership in South LA. The customer had been getting his vehicle appraised at the dealership, according to CarMax, and witnesses said the customer apparently didn't like the offer, snapped, and got back into his parked car. Okay, I was laughing until I just read the rest of it, when apparently 8 people were injured too critically. So he blasted through the front door. Man, Jesus Christ. He was later arrested by police, of course. Dealers hate when you use this one simple trick. Yeah. Sir, I'm being told you didn't like our first offer. So we're going to come back again. And unfortunately, I hate to inform you, it's going to be a little bit less now that you've totaled your car on the glass and steel front doors and people inside the facility. We can offer you, at this time, 10 years in federal jail. As always, a very measured and not at all fucking absolutely insane response to not getting a deal that you'd like. Once again, the internet is undefeated in capturing the worst parts of humanity at scale here.
Excuse me, ma'am. It's not where the cart goes.
What?
That's not where the cart goes.
Look,
The cart.
I'm disabled with my back and my knee. I don't care.
Well, there's cart corrals and stuff. You're blocking the section where handicapped people go.
Do you see me in a handicap? Would you like to see? He's gonna run you over.
That's
Get
okay.
out of here and move on.
I was just saying, you can't put your cart there. You shouldn't do that.
Move it for me. Be a nice citizen and move it for me.
Should I?
Okay? Yeah, you should.
All right.
So clearly this guy wants to be CartNarc really, really bad.
Move it.
And
Why don't you move it?
You move it. You're an asshole. Get out of here.
You're lazy bones.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. CartNarc, shout out to you.
now I've enjoyed some CartNarc videos in the past, even with the channel with my wife. We've reacted to a few, and generally, as a rule of thumb, I love the idea of shaming people for not returning their cart to an extent. But once you start having these kind of copycats trying to pretend like they're the CartNarc and you're harassing old like handicapped ladies, maybe we're getting a little over the top here. People need to mind their own business. You have no clue what someone is going through. If you just leave your cart around all willy-nilly and always expect other people to put your shit away from you, generally I think you're just a low IQ piece of shit. For the most part, it's just kind of like informs me how you typically treat and live the rest of your life. The old Reddit shopping cart return thread, if you know, you know.
Recording me on.
I've been streaming.
You're not allowed to do that without my permission.
I told you I was streaming.
Not quite, big guy.
You have to turn it down. You have.
I'm in public.
No, you're not allowed to use my voice.
In public we can.
No, you can't.
You want to bet on it?
Yeah.
I'll call the police.
You're not. You have to.
Put money on it. I'll call the police right now. In a public setting, you're allowed to record.
You're not allowed to record people's voice without permission.
Put money on it. I'll bring the police.
Indiana Jones is living in the 40s, bro. I can't believe there's still people. Like, this dude looks like he was just streaming on the bench doing his damn thing, and dude came up by him and like starts chatting and maybe realizes he's streaming and is like, well, wait a minute, that's illegal. You didn't get my permission to come up to you and start talking. Well, now you're using my voice and that's copyrighted, so I'm gonna call the cops. Okay, Andy, relax,
Police
pal.
over. They'll say you're in a public place, in a public sidewalk, and they'll be fine with it.
That's fine.
You don't have to be in it, I swear, you don't have to. The mic's on me. Did I put a mic in you? I didn't. In a public setting, you're allowed to record and as much as you want.
I don't know anything about this kid, but he seems
And video.
Video without.
pretty
Not true.
respectful.
Yeah.
Positive. In Seattle, Washington, you're allowed to.
Put $20 on
$20? I'll do
20
$1,000. I'll do $1,000.
it. Look it up.
I'm telling you, man. I do this all the time.
So what's your name?
Karen.
Karen?
Yeah.
All right.
Generally, yes, you can record in public spaces as people in public areas are not considered to be
Recording.
Yeah.
Video
recording.
with sound.
With
It doesn't specify
There's the
that, but
caveat.
obviously,
Exactly. With sound. Look it up. With sound.
guy's a fucking legal expert. See, that's what it is. It's the with sound caveat. Oh yeah, you can do silent films all you want. You can Charlie Chaplin all over Seattle, but sound, you'll be hearing from my lawyers. My voice is absolutely illegal to be captured.
I don't think so. I think
With sound. You're doing this illegally. With sound.
With
call the
sound.
police on me. It's fine.
That's fine. I'll tell you.
Like,
I'll just mute it, partner.
It's not
I'll
that
just mute it
deep.
for you.
That's fine.
It's just record. It's just a camera.
Guy made himself like an absolute moron. I'm not saying you have to enjoy or love the fact that maybe you were recorded and you didn't know it, but you just made it 300 times worse, my guy. You could have just been like, oh shit, I didn't know you were streaming, and moseyed right along. Wash your hands of it. You're in the clear, pal. You're good to go. Instead, you're now a viral clip on the internet. Oh man, just 50 years behind these old cats, some of them. But you see, you're doing it with sound. And with sound is illegal. Silent films, yes, that's a my generation thing. I'll allow it. But now that you've captured my voice, I must be needing to sign a waiver. And if not, I will have the police contacted and you will be aggressively arrested and tased. Fuck out of here, dude. Okay. First day on the job prank.
Huh? It's my first day of work.
So, Gary, why you come over here?
It's my first day of work.
What are you working?
I'm doing overtime.
Come here, please, outside. Please come here outside.
Wait, my name is Dad.
No, please come outside, brother. You come outside. You come outside, brother.
My name is Dad!
Come outside. Come outside, I'm talking to. I will talk to my boss first. Then you talk to me. You talk to me now.
It's my first day!
No problem. Let me talk to my boss. Then you come outside. Go there outside.
Call him now! Call him now!
Stand there. Don't come inside.
I quit!
Okay, I will call to cop.
I quit!
You quit. Go.
I don't want to work here no more!
You go there.
I quit!
Hey, get lost. Get lost from here.
Now, I know there's definitely like a population of Zoomers that probably find this type of thing hilarious. And well, I empathize with your ignorance. I understand a little bit because of the culture you're being raised in. That said, and I've been saying this for a while, to the point I think I should put it on a t-shirt at this point, but we need to make medieval style public executions great again. Tar, feathers, a gathering of the local community, women and children included, an executioner with a massively oversized, supremely sharpened axe, a chopping block, and just a tiny little basket for your head. How fast do you think these dudes would stop making shitty public pranks for TikTok and Instagram if the punishment was public beheading? I bet that shit would dry up so fast, and there's really only one way to find out.
It was just a prank, bro.
I know that's maybe opening a can of worms if you do that, but that's why I'm saying very specifically for just annoying people on social media. You know, we have to apply it in a very tight vertical as kind of like a dry run to see before we go wider. I dare you to do the same to an American business owner. Yeah, I mean, I love this insinuation that an American business owner would just by default pull out a shotgun and like take off a kneecap or a limb or something. And maybe that's true, but if you remember, it's the rooftop Koreans that from the LA riot days, you remember those guys? Those are the guys you need to be careful of.
What's the matter?
Who are you?
Who are you?
What do you mean, who am I?
Why are you parking here? This is my house.
Okay, but
Who are you?
I'm waiting for my friend. He lives in one of these houses over here.
What friend?
I'm waiting for one of my friends.
You have friends?
Yeah, my friend.
You have friends and you park outside my house?
But the postcode took me here. I'm literally just waiting here until my friend comes out. He lives in one of these houses.
You know how expensive this area is?
Well, yeah, I do know.
I don't think you're from here.
No, I'm not from here. That's why I'm here to see my friend.
I don't think you have a friend here. You don't know whose daughter I am.
Should we?
You have no friends.
I do have a friend.
You have no friends.
I do.
I can tell. Go call the police.
For what?
My brother will come now and he will give it to you.
He'll
but
give you
I will
what?
also call the police. So two
Your brother's
times
gonna give me
he'll
what?
Give it to you.
But who's gonna give me what?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean you're gonna give it to me?
Looks Indian, talks Russian, acts Karen. This is something brand new. This is actually an underrated comment, okay? It's easy to get complacent thinking we know how Karens are gonna act. Classic middle-aged woman with a blonde bob cut, all bark, no bite, etc. Only thing she knows how to do is pull out a cell phone, right? But an Indian-looking Karen with a Russian accent? Absolutely all bets are off. There are no Vegas odds I'm willing to bet on as to what this chick's next move is. She's gonna call on her brother to put you on ice? Maybe. Become a new age Disney princess and put a curse on you that can't be broken unless you force a disabled immigrant to fall in love with you? Anything's who knows this day and age, right? I'm simply rolling my window up and I'm moving along my way.
Paula, you're getting uncomfortably close.
See, this is...
And I will defend myself. If you touch me, I will...
Minus the bob haircut. This is the classic quintessential Karen phenotype
I will hit you with a taser, okay? I want to make sure that's crystal clear. You are very much in my Oh, did you just kick my pole, Paula? Paula, do it again and see what happens to you. I'm not going to be assaulted by you, Paula. Get out of my face. Get out, thank you. Yeah, you're crossing the line, Paula. I'm standing here on a public sidewalk, and you start getting in my face.
So you know that she's not going to do anything besides record vertically to, you know, farm some social points in her like local community Facebook groups or whatever. And not to shit on her, because if in the small context I've heard this guy that's filming, he sounds to me, you know, no context, but I guarantee you he's like one of those First Amendment auditors that just sits around and films like banks and official government buildings and shit, which in my opinion is in existence as bad, if not worse, than a Karen's existence. Imagine living in such a vacuum, void of healthy relationships, cool hobbies, purpose, or anything remotely interesting, to the point you spend all day just filming the outside of a bank just to make the people inside feel uncomfortable. Like, cool footage, bro. Absolutely no one is showing up to your funeral, though. I'm so sorry to tell you. Let's see what else. He just sounds like the type, you can tell.
I will defend myself, absolutely.
There's my amendment. And my amendment right.
You'll find out if she assaults me again. She just came over here and kicked my pole.
People are...
If it was your daughter or your grandchildren, would you like them to be recording you?
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be great. Well, go bring your grandkids over here so I can record them too.
All right.
Because you look stupid as hell.
All right.
Dude, hey! You just took a picture of the car and me.
This lady out of nowhere just interjecting herself.
Because he can track me to my house. And if he tracks me to my house, we're having problems. No, sir.
Jesus Christ.
No.
We are having problems.
I don't give a shit. He's not Google. Where's your
God bless America, huh?
Dude, but when I'm coming into my bank, and then he has my license plate number now. So if he gets me for fraud and he's taking pictures of me, are you guys fucking crazy in the brain?
No context, and like the cop was like, hey, listen, lady, like relax, he's not doing anything wrong, which I think that's why it's called First Amendment auditors, whatever, because there is some sort of amendment about like watching government officials and auditing everything they do, which I don't understand typically why these guys are doing what they're doing, other than some sort of desperation to A, make content, or B, they're just so far down the rabbit hole they think everything government related is some sort of conspiracy, including like going to Wells Fargo Bank to like record some sort of nefarious behavior going on inside. I just think there has to be a better use of your time. Then again, what the fuck do I know, right? I'm just handsome, I'm not smart. The moral of the story is do not fuck with Russian Indian Karens. You just have no clue what's gonna happen. And if you are renting a new apartment and there's a vagrant living in the spare room closet, you should keep your bathroom door locked. You should. If you've seen any clips recently you want to be on the next Brainworms, you can send them to submit@brainworms.com. My team will look through them. As always, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Make sure you hit thrust that motherfucking like button on the way out. Peace.